We're here just outside Nashville getting our very first look at the first vehicles from an all-new, well, mostly all-new EV brand. This is the Scout Traveler SUV and Scout Terra pickup. Scout is a new US-specific brand from Volkswagen, but you might remember the original Scouts, off-road oriented SUVs and pickups that were sold by the International Harvester Company from 1961 to 1980. Volkswagen gained the rights to the Scout name when it acquired Navistar International, the company that was previously International Harvester, in 2021. Given the ongoing popularity of rugged, boxy off-road vehicles like the Jeep Wrangler, the recently revived Ford Bronco, and the Toyota Land Cruiser, the International Scout was ripe for reincarnation. The new Scouts aren't traditional gasoline-powered vehicles. They will offer both a pure electric powertrain and a range-extended EV version with a built-in gasoline-powered generator, but their distinctive shape and throwback styling details recall the look of the original Scouts. In the same way that the Volkswagen ID Buzz EV minivan channels the spirit of the original VW Type 2 vans of the 60s and 70s, the new Scouts put a new age spin on the look of their forebears. We had a very limited time with the one-off prototype vehicles, but they struck me as a savvy blending of new age design with heritage-inspired proportions and styling details. They're modern digital vehicles with refreshingly analog mechanical touches. The Traveler looked to be roughly the size of the current Ford Bronco four-door, but it has a more upscale look and feel inside and out. The Terra is notably longer in wheelbase and overall length than the Traveler, similar to the relationship of the Jeep Gladiator pickup to the Jeep Wrangler. Both the Traveler and Terra are concepts at this point, but they're not blue sky dream cars. They look like production intent vehicles with practical proportions, everyday usable interiors, and clever, refined details inside and out. Among the noteworthy features are a fixed glass roof or a large cabana fabric sunroof, and a front trunk that doubles as a tailgating space. The interiors have an upscale look and feel with sustainable hempwood or fabric trim inserts. We couldn't sit in the vehicles, but they look to have adult-friendly room both front and rear. The dash has tactile buttons and switches in addition to a touchscreen, and a front bench seat is available in addition to bucket seats and a console. The Traveler has a split liftgate arrangement with a swing-out full-size spare tire. Lots of details are yet to be revealed, but judging by the preliminary specs the company has released so far, both Scouts will be purpose-built off-roaders, built on an all-new body-on-frame platform with a solid rear axle, front and rear mechanical locking differentials, a front sway bar disconnect, and up to 35-inch tires. Scout says the platform is intended to offer ground clearance of over a foot and nearly 3 feet of water fording capability. The EV powertrain is projected to deliver very quick acceleration. An anticipated 0 to 60 mile per hour time as quick as 3.5 seconds, thanks to an estimated torque output of nearly 1,000 pounds-feet. Fully electric models are anticipated to offer up to 350 miles of range, with the range-extended gas generator versions projected to offer more than 500 miles of range. Scout says that both the Traveler and Terra will start below $60,000 in their entry-level trims, and that available incentives could push that number down to the low $50K range. As far as off-road oriented EVs go, the Rivian R1S SUV and R1T pickup are the Scout's closest rivals that are currently on sale. The GMC Hummer EV pickup and SUV are notably larger. Things will likely change by the time these Scouts go on sale, however, and the downer is that time is at least 2 years away. The company says initial production is targeted for 2027. By then, the Jeep Recon EV will almost certainly be on the market, and so should the Rivian R2 and R3X EVs, which should be close in size to the Scout Traveler. If you're willing to wait, Scout is already taking reservations for both the Traveler and Terra now. For more information and specs on the Scout Traveler and Scout Terra, be sure to check out Cars.com/news.